Hello everyone, my name is Kajorikudo and welcome back to Let's Play Path to Nowhere, Flora Unfurl. So we are finally on the last episode. Yeah, right, the third part of the event, and we are near to the climax here. So let's continue. After I finish recording this, I'm gonna start to record the interrogation for Rahu, Coco, and Shalom. So I expect that probably gonna be uploaded the next day after this video, which probably tomorrow is uploaded. Okay, so please look forward to it if you're missing some character and you would like to get some closure on the story. Yeah, I got you covered. Don't worry. All right, let's go. So previously, all the murder from the poem I think has been done by Coco, and then Christina was injured because Shalom action where she willing to do the thing with the less cost, right? And Shalom decide to abandon Christina. I don't know if that makes sense for you, but this basically what, as far as my understanding is. So let's see if actually Christina gonna like change side or anything after being treated so badly by Shalom, or maybe Shalom has some sort of hidden meaning when she abandoned Christina. Who knows? Because it has been really a roller coaster ride when it comes to Shalom. She said this, but she did that, or she said that, but she did this. That's just Shalom thingy.
That's a lot of people. By the way, I charge per person for my show.
That was Dudu, right? Right, here we go. The assassination attempt on the FSC Commander-in-Chief has shaken the entire city-state. The FSC, Public Security Bureau, 9 Agency and Paradeisos Hush Unit are conducting a joint investigation with astonishing efficiency. The goal is to eliminate all obstacles before the Black Ring blockade operation begin in August. Under the coordination of Paradeisos Special Envoy Has X. The joint investigation team is closely tracking all suspicious individuals during the intelligence blockade. A list of suspects has been quickly identified. Plus, more enemies have exposed themselves in the intense attack against X. So X is an organization apparently, it seems, not an individual name. The operation is being carried out discreetly and swiftly. Most of the culprits are intelligence agents who have been bought out or implanted by the enemy. Through them, we've obtained further information about their handlers and captured many underground members. The threat is gradually being eliminated, and the official Black Ring blockade operation can be launched soon. The West District shall never be abandoned. We cannot repeat the same mistake. The preparation for battle is going smoothly. The important thing now is intelligence security. If the plan for the Anti-Mania Blockade Network Corp base gets leaked, the underground will definitely strike without mercy. Your decoy strategy has been very effective. They are in a very vulnerable position right now.
Understood. Since the Hush system has already been compromised, my presence is the best bait for the underground.
On top of that, we need you to ensure your own safety. Though the substitute is about to take over, our strategy must remain consistent after the battle starts. At this stage, your observations are indispensable. Do not allow for any disruption, or else our whole battle plan will be at risk.
Understood. I will hold out safely until the end of the battle and complete the handover. Plus, besides you, I also have Rahu protecting me. There won't be any problems.
Scroll spins around, scanning the black-clad guard nearby. She hears the conversation clearly, but shows no expression. That FSC has repeatedly overstepped our orders to her. Her behavior in the recent kidnapping incident is an outrageous example. Did something happen to the mark you gave her, or was there a problem with the initial instructions? She obviously overemphasized her role as a guard, which compromises her obedience as a result. In her loyalty test, she even submitted a so-called action statement, claiming that if there were obstacles for specific missions, there is a chance that she might disobey orders, and warned us to be careful when using her. With this attitude, Shalom can't help but chuckle, unintentionally interrupting Squirrel.
I think she's seriously creating her own user manual. That's exactly something Rahu would do. A tool that can actively provide a detailed instruction manual is more trustworthy, don't you think?
Wait, does Rahu already lose, like, her own will? I thought she need to use her power first to, like, a bit by bit giving herself up to Shalom. No wonder, like, she's very quiet. Indeed, someone specifically requested her. The threat from the underground is growing day by day. The crisis that Hush faced will eventually fall on more people. There is a big shortage of capable guards. Do you agree with this statement? Shalom nods with a grin.
She's very reliable and handy. After I leave, there will be many people who want her. So please help choose the most suitable position for her.
Squirrel slowly opens its dark body as it stares at her, revealing the light blue core that once destroyed an FSC heavy armored vehicle in one hit, and quietly scans the scenery before it. M value fluctuation, safe. Emotional fluctuation, safe. Physiological indicators, stable. Mental activity level, high. Result, Hush is stable. Shalom doesn't look up. She flips through the report in her hand with a smile and sips on warm water as she lets Scroll scan her inside out. This is probably a level 3 scan. Teasing Scroll is pretty boring, but unfortunately, she can't tease anyone else now. As Scroll closes up again, Shalom shuts her eyes. The channel is open, and the orders have arrived. The FSU operation plan has finally been approved, but the costs are still too high. Various forces in the city-state are disgruntled with this West District operation, and it will cost a lot to appease them. Paradeisos is supporting them to achieve more important goals. All of them must be achieved. Thus, Hush X observation and strategy are necessary. The requirements are as follows. 1. Provide a plan to weed out all internal spies. Catch as many high-ranking underground members as possible and find the real entrance to the underground. 2. Ensure the formation of the defense belt and closely monitor the defense network. If the underground shepherd tries to break through, immediately lock their position and go for the kill at all costs. That will be the ultimate victory for humanity. Wait a minute, underground shepherd? So you mean there's someone that can use shackle now on under the underground? Eh? What? Is it the old lady? Anyway, 3. Ensure that BR002 is completely controlled and find a way to suppress it. The first goal is to strike the underground. The second goal is to stimulate the city-state's economy. If the largest black ring in West District can become a new hypercube mine, Nirvana will have fewer complaints. You have completed requirement 1 and 2. For requirement 3, there is an add-on requirement. You need to return to the observatorium and confirm the direction in the mania level. The situation is too chaotic. Too much risk and turbulence plague West District. We should have directly used the purge order as planned in March. Let Shepard 13 swallow BR002 corpus, then pacify both threats in one go with our rules. So that is what happened. So originally they want to let Chief to actually absorb that corpus, but they didn't. We have invested so much yet ended up with a black ring that we can't control at all. West District is still in chaos, and every step we take is precarious. The change of plan was too radical, and X, she has validated the accuracy of the hash system, achieving mass mental observation and induction. She even accomplished our most important goal that we haven't been able to achieve for years, luring out the underground shepherd. Wait. When she said X, so X is the same as luring out the underground shepherd. Corpus 02 has taken on a fixed form as the Black Ring. Once the defense network is established, all we need to do is prepare and wait. Humanity will have the upper hand. It will definitely try to come and swallow its prey, revealing its whereabouts in the process. As long as we eliminate this ultimate threat, everything will return to normal. Each of you here has agreed to let her carry out the mission regardless of the cost, out of your own rational judgment. Agreed. If we need to change the plan, we can initiate a revision agenda. Pointless regret only corrodes rationality. This master plan only setback is our failure to successfully recover Shepard 13 as planned, and having him fall into the hands of an unknown faction. We are still in the execution phase of the plan, so X can continue to handle it. Excellent. X, we will leave it to you. The Research Institute will synchronize all the data you observe. You also need to submit your plan for approval before it can be implemented. Scroll alert level has gone up a level. My nose is so itchy. Your usage period is almost up. We need to help you control your own race. Is that alright? Of course. I can sense the expectation you have for me. The battle arrangements from the FAC have been synchronized. Hash X is ready and will begin observation in 1 minute to confirm the status of BR002. I shall complete the requirement as always. Oh, immediately battle, okay. Bring it on.
Flowers will bloom wherever I go. Let's go,
Oh.
Citri.
I want to pick Shalom.
I don't have much to contribute on the front line. I'll count on you guys.
I can eradicate any threats, if that's what it takes to
As
get
usual,
it.
Zoya.
For a little exercise.
Maybe Irene.
Getting my hands dirty. Bloom here till the day you bloom here till the day you wither.
What level is this one? It's getting harder. Oh my god! What is that big thing?
Time to die.
I'm curious with Shalom, you know, like her energy feels very fast. Let's give it a try.
Too noisy. Quiet.
I shouldn't have done that because no, I
Time
didn't.
to die.
Actually, it's not slowing down. Probably because of I put her near like one of the equipment the other day. Oh, Coco. 17th of August. Oh wow. Independence Day of my country. No sunlight shines into the base. Coco leans against the doorpost, quietly contemplating something with her eyes closed. After a while, she opens her eyes and stretches dramatically.
That trip was exhausting. My back hurts from sleeping. Garofano, I want to take a bath. With roses this time. I want the tea to be rose too, as well as the snacks.
Wait, Garofano is recovered already?
Oh, I forgot. She hasn't woken up yet.
God damn! How dare you play my heart like that, Coco?
Fine, Sumire can do it. Are you in a better mood now? If so, can you give me a massage?
Sumire is okay now?
As you wish.
Oh, Sumire looking good. Warm spring water pours into the square bath. Fresh, bright red rose petals float on the surface. Coquelics soak inside, happily enjoying Sumire's service.
That feels much better.
Yo, I think we need some CG art right now, guys. Though, where is it?
How's Garofano?
She's still deep asleep, but thanks to your help extracting the filth from her body, she is no longer producing any contamination. Some newbies are taking care of her. She should be waking up soon.
That's good then. Add another rule to the garden's manual. Don't blindly listen to the employer's orders to use weird powers. Always rely on yourself. Or ask the mentor for help.
All right. I'll add it as rule number 73.
There's a lot of rules.
As for Thistle,
She brought it upon herself.
Oh, you're not gonna save her?
She repeatedly disobeyed my orders and acted on her own, and fell for such an obvious trap. If I hadn't taken precautions in advance, she might have leaked all kinds of information. I won't go save her again. Let her suffer the consequences of her actions.
Oh, that's pretty cold. God damn. I thought you were gonna be like all about family or anything. Unless you haven't considered her as family. After another long silence, Coquelic reluctantly continued the conversation.
Okay. She's probably with the psychologist at the 9th Agency right now. I set a reverse psychology trap for her. They're going to be busy for a few days. It's safer for her to be locked up in the 9th Agency than to be running around the garden. That silver spider never saw eye to eye with Hush, and wouldn't hand her over. She'll probably end up in your bureau. That's quite suitable for her. She has completed her revenge. Before she figures out what she wants, she should just calm down for a bit.
I just don't get it. Like, it seems like people think Bureau like you know, a daycare organization now. Like, oh my god, how many people have done that? Like, Shea and Bai think KK better in the Bureau, and then now Coco want to put Thistle in the Bureau. Like, we are arresting sinner, not a daycare of sinner. What the hell?
I didn't say I despise her. Newbies don't know the rules and break them. But she beats all of you in at least one aspect. She does everything for herself and wouldn't sacrifice herself for others or let herself be taken advantage of. From this perspective, she's the most like me. She makes me less worried about her than the rest of you.
as long as she's okay.
Silence. Do you really need to do that?
Mentor, you have never acted in such a high-profile way before. You've attracted so much attention this time. Is that okay?
Coco laughed. Only Sumire will ask something like this. She usually soft and shy, but becomes very direct and at critical times. She tilts her head up and playfully flicks Sumire's chin.
If you're afraid of being implicated, just hide well. I don't need your help anyway.
No. I've been prepared to meet my fate since the day I joined the garden. And you are the strongest one there is. I don't believe that anyone can defeat you. It's just, you've always hated the conflict between the underground and Paradisos. You even chose this secluded place as a result. Is there a deeper reason for your involvement this time?
No, I was just feeling sluggish in spring and didn't want to move or bother with them. Now that summer is here, it's time for the flowers to bloom and for me to take action. Those guys from Hush have been annoying me for a long time. I can't stand flies buzzing around my garden, That's all there is to it.
As she speaks, she brushes aside Sumir's long black hair, hooks her neck to pull her in closer, then gazes into her eyes.
Why are you asking this? You usually don't care about these things. You've always wanted to leave the garden. This is the first time you've come back to the garden to find me. And those who come to the garden to find me have only one reason. How's your vengeance coming along? For your kind and gentle chief who ended up killed. Need my help?
The sudden change of topic makes Sumire freeze.
You left the MBCC for this, right? You wouldn't possibly let those who hurt him off the hook. Who did you go kill in West District? Rustfire? The executive committee? Who else? Those high-ranking execs from Nirvana? Can you find the chance to strike?
Yes. Thanks to you diverting their attention with your recent activity, I've had the opportunity to get close to them. To avoid interfering with your actions, I've been very discreet. No one will discover that this is the work of the garden.
Well done. There's no news of this anywhere. You're truly my best student. So, has your anger subsided? You feel better? You've avenged so many wrongs and should feel happier by now. How about giving me a smile? Oh, I haven't seen you smile in a long time. Seeing you so bitter puts me in a bad mood, too.
I've eliminated many Rustfire thugs, executive officers, and Nirvana scum. I've killed so many enemies, yet I don't feel like I've completed my vengeance. There are simply too many of them to kill. There are too many bastards who are responsible for his pain. I can't kill them all. They don't even know what they've done.
She bends over in agony, burying her face in her hands.
You once said that the joy from vengeance would liberate me from hatred. But this hatred is endless. It's blurring and wearing me down. I have no way of freeing myself. You've also been dealing with endless hatred. How do you cope? How do you stop your heart from becoming numb? Or is this just the price I have to pay for giving away my heart? Because after losing him, I can never find a replacement. Is that why you told us to only love ourselves forever? I don't know what to do. I need your guidance.
You're living well and suddenly someone stabs you, but you can't find the culprit. You can only fumble blindly in the dark. This is not vengeance. You're just being driven by pain. Fate has hurt you. You need to first find out who's the bastard that did it, then figure out how to deal with him. If you can't find the culprit, just let it go for now. Maybe in a couple of days, he'll come to you head-on. As for how to punish bad fate, there are other ways aside from an eye for an eye.
You mean...
If that idiot is still alive, find him and take him back. There's nothing wrong with liking someone. Instead of giving your heart away, why don't you get him to give his heart to you and hold on to it tightly? I would like to go find him if I had the chance. I want to see how that silly boy is doing. But...
She smooths Sumire's hair and flashes a rare, gentle smile.
Listen up. This is the last time I'm teaching you. I won't say it again. You are all flowers that I've picked. You all more or less have some of my qualities to have been able to join my garden. The more beautiful the flower, the more bugs it attracts. And you all know how much these self-righteous bugs love to trample on flowers. Flowers are indeed fragile. The more beautiful they are, the likelier they are to bend and wither with a slight blow. Just like how pitiful all of you were when you first came to me. But it's okay. Let them come. You might appear weak, but you're stronger than you think. If you're crushed, you'll bloom again next year. If you're burned, you'll sprout new buds from the ashes. Fate can break you, but it can never destroy you. As long as you keep your roots firmly in the ground. Don't drift with the current. Don't let fate push you around. Don't let external things lead you astray. Your lives are your own. Don't listen to anyone but me.
She lets go of her hands and gets up. The sound of splashing water echoes all around.
I will. But, Mentor, what did you mean just now? Why did you say it's the last time? You've been fighting alone for the past 2 months. Everyone is very worried about you.
I am worried about her, like, come on.
Do you have any other arrangements? Please tell me. Your health.
Ugh, I can't stand it. I feel bad all over. Call everyone over for a massage. Consider it my birthday celebration in advance. Wishing for beauty, joy, and wishes coming true today and every day. Think about how to make your mentor happy. Today's task is to give me the best day ever.
She had the best day ever indeed. After that night, Kokwalik leaves a stack of a handwritten instruction, punish each assassin with solitary confinement, and then disappear from her garden. Oh no! No, why does it feel like a goodbye? Well, I know that she's not going to die because, well, we're going to interrogate her anyway. But I just don't like, like the type of foreshadowing where like some strong character like being overconfident and then suddenly like she lost or anything. Gojo. I don't like that. Just give me that vibe, alright?
Oh, is this area considered out?
God damn it. Don't give me that. I want Coco win. To be honest, I really want Coco win in this case. The FSC internal threat has been largely eliminated. The underground intelligence on us has significantly decreased. The time has come. The BR-002 Black Ring blockade operation is fully underway. The FSU will shift its focus back to the main battlefield, dealing with all possible obstacles. The non-agency is keeping a close eye on the action of suspicious elements from the underground. The Black Ring blockade operation will inevitably be fiercely countered by the enemy. This is also an opportunity to tear off their disguise. Paradeiso's Hush unit will withdraw from the main battlefield and continue to investigate the mastermind behind the attack from the garden. This relates to the spatial mysteries of the hidden underground entrance. Paradeiso's special envoy Hush X will continue to assist in operation, providing observational data and strategies for reference. Wait, how long is Chief has been in coma? Like I remember on the credit of chapter 12, there's like a hint where Chief like waking up or something. That I think the nurse mentioned that she has been like that for 3 months. So if the coma happened on the March, right? So basically, Chief should have been wake up on June, but we are already on August though. I need to confirm that, to be honest. The amount of observational data that X obtained is too large. The research institute has only analyzed a part of it, and the progress is slow. But the results are shocking. BR-002 mass has far exceeded expectation and is rapidly expanding inward. It's already the largest secondary black ring in history, and its depth is unimaginable. Nirvana has urgently added operational funding support and assured the executive committee active cooperation with the FSC to suppress BR-002. This is good news. How to suppress it? The state of BR002 is different from that of any black ring in the past. Right now we can only suppress the contamination overflow from it. We also have to strictly guard against the underground. Their shepherds won't turn a blind eye to this huge black ring. Don't we also have our own shepherd? Who are you referring to? Do you mean Shepherd 13, who disappeared 4 months ago? Shackles, Kaiser Rikudo? The, the observational data from X is quite clear. At least we can confirm that he's still alive. The shackles are connected to BR002 and the connection is getting tighter. No matter how powerful the underground shepherd is, as long as Paradisus finds Shepherd 13 first, humanity will take the lead. But is he still reliable? Previous observations have shown that Shepherd 13 shackles have swallowed too many corpus, that his instinct and his capacity is already close to historical limits. While contacting the BR002 corpus, the defensive rolls inside his body have activated twice to halt his swallowing process. This shows that the risk is already close to surpassing our limit. Now that he's connected with BR002 corpus, and further connected with the rapidly expanding Mega Black Ring, the immense mania has dissolved all the safeguards we've set. In my opinion, he should not be trusted. I'm more worried about who stole him. Is it the underground? Even if he's the weakest defective product, he's still way beyond our control. Plus, before is okay, X will find him. If our safety measure falter, just reinforce them. Eliminate any unexpected risk behavior on the spot. Paradiso's rules are ironclad for them. We've verified this. The moment he regains control, Mania won't be able to dismantle the rules we've established. He's a valuable asset. Valuable asset, you say? Are we planning to use him again? Setting aside the tangible risk, his consciousness is starting to unravel. He's becoming a liability. We've all agreed he's off the table. We will just have to repurpose him then. There's a high chance Shepherd 13 is trapped in the depth of Mania. Locate him but don't awaken him. Keep him in that state. Oh, you're dick. Have the underground shepherd consume BR002 corpus, which will also result in consumption of Shepherd 13. FAC defense grid will pinpoint the moment when the three entities are ready to fuse, and then take this chance to apply the rules to Shepherd 13. If we can wipe out all three threats at once, we can at least severely cripple the underground shepherd. Marking it alone will be a win for us. Isn't that right, X? When handled correctly, even hazardous material can become indispensable tools. Oh, Paradisos! You know what? Let's throw a black ring to Paradisos. Apologize. A stray kitten wandered in. I've just shoo it away. I'll get right on reviewing the logs. You seem to be holding up well. Yes, you know me well. The plan is going smoothly and I find that gratifying. So, besides giving direct support to FAC, my real job is to recover Shepherd 13, correct? Exactly. Excellent. I've already considered this scenario and have a plan in place. Coincidentally, it ties in with what I'm working on right now. The garden? Correct. They are targeting me, and since I can't evade them, I will turn them into an asset. Otherwise, once the underground gets wind of it and send them after Kaiser Rikudo, we might not outpace those assassins. You are always so dependable. This is a difficult task. Would you like to extend your service life? What? No, risk management comes first. I've been observing for far too long. The corrosive risk is approaching the limit. The operation should be handed off when the time is right. The war is about to begin. We should let a more reliable backup take control of the hush system to ensure uninterrupted strategy. Don't worry, all your needs will be taken care of just like always. Very well. You've always been our most efficient and dependable hush. You'll never let us down. Wait, what does it mean that she has like...
Of course. It's already underway. It'll be very soon.
Once the communication is over, Shalom takes the damp cloth from Rahu and wipes away the grime that has splashed onto her. Another mania assassin has just been dealt with, the monocular mark on his face slowly fading away. As his body breaks apart, eerie fragments are revealed. Every puppet that has attacked her over the past half-month has carried similar objects. Shalom compiles the encoded messages, even though they are incomplete, is enough to discern the sender motive. She allows herself a subtle smile. Wait, so, God damn it, there's like lore dumb just now. Can I put? Oh, I cannot. Shoot.
Time for a little. Getting my hands dirty could be fun.
One more. Where's Coco? Right.
Flowers.
So, new information. We have the underground have their own shepherd. Most likely, probably the original user or something like that. And we are actually the defective shepherd, which is probably the weakest. So does it mean that I don't know, like with the way they're talking about Shalom, where they have like this lifespan offered, so does it mean that we as Shepherd 13 also have, oh, god damn it, oi, I'm talking, have also like a lifespan to do things, and then it just meant for us to get replaced to the new generation of Shepherd after, like there's gonna be Shepherd 14 after that. So what's the other Shepherd have done all this time? Did they actually do like, oh, god damn it, everyone is just, oh, shoot.
Good show's about to start.
Did he just pass me like that?
This is not the end.
I hate you. I'm talking, god damn.
There's nothing I wish to seek here.
Wait, I'm curious with that enemy. Which one is it? Is it this one? Enhances its attribute and reveals the core. Unless a trait falls stunning on enemy. When the puppet master falls, the puppet dies too. Wait, why I can't block him just now? What happened? Why I cannot block him just now? You know what?
I can eradicate any
Let's
threats.
put Rahui over there. Right. So where was I? Shepherd. Yes, Shepherd. So I don't know. I forgot what I want to say. God damn it. Let's. Okay. I'll just do it. See. He did it again.
Good show's about to start.
Oh. So we only can only attack him when he has core activate.
Bloom here till the day you wither.
This is gonna be like super troublesome.
Till the day you wither.
I kinda regretted that I don't pick that machine where you can just destroy all the core. This is gonna be really super troublesome. There you go. Oh, this one. Oh,
Good
he died.
show's about to start.
Wait. Did I play before this time? The rust near the DC radiation zone. Oh, this looks like Parma. Along the edge of the rust, a woman dressed entirely in black moves with haze, vanishing from one part of the void only to reappear in another instantaneously. At last she finds a sanctuary where her soul can rest.
I finally lost them.
Who is this?
The Hush units from Paradisos. From the West District to East Side. They've been hindering us. As if they've got us figured out. The one pulling the strings is that sinner. Shalom. I'm in deep trouble now.
The woman in black leans silently against the wall, her wounds severe and leaving her too drained to keep running. Reinforcements aren't coming, that's just the way they operate. Field agents like her work alone on the overground, each carrying the weight of their own life and death. It's their only way to stand against Paradisos.
While we're cautiously mining power little by little from external sources, Paradisos has already penetrated deep into the heart of Mania, reaching at least the 8th level of collective observation. No, they can't possibly harness such profound power yet. If they could, the game would already be over. We'd have no chance of winning. Right now, they're just observing and communicating. They were able to make such precise manipulations in March because they've noticed fluctuations in the collective will within the world of Mania. As for 10 years ago, the mission across the Deceive was also directly overseen by Paradisos. But even observation has its limits. No matter the technique used, an observer is bound to be corroded over time. This means Paradisos must have backup observers on hand. If they've really advanced their technology to this extent.
If all this is part of the Hush grand scheme, derived from her observation, and if she has indeed penetrated the depth of Mania, then what she might see or do is beyond any comprehension from the underground. What sort of technology does Paradisos have to keep such a monster under control? And could this technology be effective on... The thought sent a shiver down the woman in black. Fear and loathing well up inside her.
At all costs, they must be stopped, must be eradicated. Hush X, Shalom. Otherwise, BR002 will...
You know what? Looking at Parma, I think she's a member of Underground, right? Underground is on the losing side. It makes me more convinced that Paradisos is the main villain all this time. Like, I mean, like, suspect are also like trying to free us because reason, right? As she wrestles with her thought, a voice she knows all too well pierces the darkness.
Oh my! Seagull, is that you? A long time no see. You look like you've been through the ringer. Don't die. My garden still relies on your little tricks to stay hidden.
The power isn't mine. It's from the underground. And now, it's yours alone. I honored your terms and paid you up front. But as it stands, you failed to fulfill your end of the bargain. Worse yet, you've compromised us all.
Is that so? Well, I am truly sorry.
Coco stepped forward, closing in on Seagull. With a swift move, she plunged her hand into Seagull's wound. Oh no! Wait! Oh, Coco, wait! I want to see her face! God damn! Don't kill her yet!
It was you who tricked Garofano, wasn't it? Fed her deadly misinformation, along with those vile runes.
She did what?
You seek my aid, instead of turning to your fellow beings from the underground. Clearly, you've been cast aside. You've always been our sole point of contact. With your departure, the garden stands to lose a significant client. Oh, a regrettable loss indeed. Thank you for your final patronage. From now on, my garden will have no further ties with the underground.
You didn't have to betray me. Given your skills, defying the underground would hardly put you in harm's way. But it doesn't matter now. My mission is fulfilled. I know why you did this. I know the sacrifices you made for this newfound power. I know why you betrayed me.
Before she can utter another word, Coco swings her hand, extracting an enormous dark and eerily wreathing alien flower from within her. As this happens, Seagull is transformed beyond recognition, leaving only the sinister bloom displayed against her black attire. Kokwalik observed the woman's form dissolving before her eyes and witnessed the nightmarish entity she has unleashed. This should have been done much sooner. The one who cast Kokwalik into the abyss, who has ensnared her for countless years, this lowly rat who dares to covet her garden, has finally been banished to where she rightfully belongs.
Of course, because I wanted to. Next.
She gazes intently at the intelligence concealed in the woman's embrace, and on the other side, another individual who presents even more of a challenge.
It's fine. Go. I know you'll help me.
Everything is as I've planned.
Oh, it's getting deeper! And I realized that we completely forgot about Christina. Where the hell is Christina? I thought it's gonna be the story about Christina. But this third arc is about final showdown between Shalom and Coco. The first set of critical stronghold has been successfully captured, and the Anti-Mania core base is under rapid construction. As anticipated, we've met with resistance. Hordes of Mania mutants and incited remnants of rioters are relentlessly attacking our front lines. But exactly as Observer X from Paradisos predicted, we successfully deceived the enemy with intelligence operation before the battle. They received a falsified stronghold distribution map and walked right into our pre-laid trap. This provided our spearhead forces with a crucial advantage. Bolstered by soaring morale, we are making steady progress in fortifying our front lines. Squirrel has assumed communication duties, while Shalom attentively listened to incoming messages.
Is that so? That's wonderful news. You're too kind. You are the true heroes, spilling blood and sweat on the front lines to face the enemy. My role, as assigned by Paradisos, is to support you in every way possible. Well, the core base is now secure, and the entire defense grid has been successfully activated. It's time to focus on the front lines. There's limited scope for intel operations now. Going forward, the underground forces will spring into action. That's where the real struggle begins. I have other crucial tasks to attend to as well. Good luck out there, heroes of Dis.
Communication have been closed. Squirrel hovers silently beside her, emitting a flicker of blue light. We're operating efficiently. All other departments are in place. Next up, it's time to deal with Shepard 13.
Certainly. Your assessment is spot on. Locating him is our foremost priority at this moment. Either we capitalize on this moment to fully reform him into someone trustworthy, or we eradicate this latent threat altogether. Paradisos must locate him before the Underground becomes aware. Neither FAC, MBCC, the Ninth Agency, nor even Hush can directly intervene. The objective would be far too transparent, and the Underground would inevitably detect it. They should remain focused on the front lines. The August offensive serves as our optimal subterfuge. As for the remainder, entrust it to me. I know precisely whom to engage for the task. Plans have already been formulated for his retrieval. Consider this my ultimate, flawlessly executed mission.
Unless someone interferes. And who's that someone might be? Just as this thought crossed her mind, a visitor darkens her doorstep.
Oh, has the grand operation come to a successful close?
Emerging from the shadow behind her, the garden mentor holds a floral sword marked with the remnant of her quarry. She breaches the most stringent security, suddenly evading all alarms, and now stands before the hush. Shalom doesn't turn around, but Scroll is already hovering behind her, entering a state of heightened alert.
Welcome, Mentor. We've located the Undergrounder, adorned with unsettling blooms. Your handiwork, I presume?
Don't mention it. You all owe me more thanks than you could imagine. If it weren't for my gentle nudge, that FAC Commander-in-Chief and those junior commanders wouldn't have even made it to the battlefield. So, shouldn't the highest honor for this West District defense operation go to me?
Absolutely. You're nothing short of remarkable. Taking on the Underground's most crucial assignment, you've plunged headlong into the fiercest zones of conflict for both sides. After stirring the pot, you subtly redirected the chaos back towards your own client. Ultimately, you've broken the chains that have been choking you for so long. It's a delicate balancing act, but you've managed it well. No wonder you've been able to move so freely between Paradisos and the Underground for years.
Shalom turns to Coco, her smile tinged with kindness.
Seeing as you've severed all ties with the Underground, would you consider aligning with me?
Kokwalik is taken aback, yet pleasantly surprised.
Really? Is it possible? Would you forgive me? Accept us?
Nah, that sounds sarcastic.
I can't go on pretending any longer.
God damn! Ugh. In the blink of an eye, the crimson floral sword and the obsidian shield clash and recoil. Shalom remains unmoving, while Rahu has already positioned herself before her, deflecting Kokwelik's assault with her shield.
It's this pathetic guard again. You had some spirit last time I saw you. What happened? Did my blade snuff out that spirit, turning you into her lapdog? I still remember vividly what happened to her last lapdog. So, what's the deal with that airhead? Dead? Or just cried her eyes out?
Oh, don't call Christina that.
And people still buy into your nonsense after seeing that? What, did you brainwash them or something?
You sure live without a care, settling scores as if it's nothing. Most people wouldn't dare. They'd fear accumulating enemies, endangering those they care about. The steep price of revenge. What's your take? Does it not bother you? And what about your garden?
You're talking about the unending chain of hatred, aren't you? When will this cycle of vengeance ever break? Is your point to value those who stand before us now? I am the master of the garden, the head of assassin group. People seeking vengeance flock to me in droves, just as countless others beseech me to exact revenge on their behalf. And you're talking to me about hatred? Would you spare me your harassment because I am just and kind? No. The only reason you'd hesitate is the knowledge that crossing my path means certain death. This world has never been kind to us just because I tread carefully and abide by the rules. The only things that grant us the freedom to truly live are raw power and the principle of an eye for an eye. Shall I teach you this lesson up close and personal?
My apologies. With your strength, you've certainly earned the right to act as you wish.
Reaching out, she catches petals falling amidst their fierce class. They are the mania flower crafted by Kokualik. Shalom appreciates their delicate beauty as she lightly rubs them between her fingers.
Both Paradisos and the Underground fear your might and madness, dreading the day you'll come to collect their dues. As long as you're alive, neither your garden nor your blooms need to worry about being trampled.
Oh, Coco is that powerful?
If I were you, I'd be more at ease, more reassured, just as you used to be. You've always struck a fine balance between the two. If so, why this sudden impatience? Both sides are on the brink of war, and yet, you've not only chosen not to sidestep the conflict, you've thrown yourself into it. You accepted a contract from the Underground to challenge the Paradisos, and now, you're turning their own blade back on them. It's as if you're determined to sever every tie that binds your garden, come what may.
Her gaze settles on Kokuelikot, taking in her impossibly youthful face and her eerily pale skin. It's as if time has stood still for her, frozen in some distant past. Shalom smiles, a knowing gleam in her eyes.
Your extraordinary strength has been traded for your life, hasn't it? Just how many days do you have left, Mentor?
Oh no! The atmosphere grows suddenly tense. Kokualik fixes her eyes on the hush of Paradisos. After a moment that feels like an eternity, she unsheathed her sword. This time, all levity has vanished.
Are you wishing for my death? How uncouth. I'll have you know, my days are numbered higher than yours.
Just a question. Is it that I hit the nail on the head?
Shalom laughs. Before she can even finish speaking, that white figure surges forward, crushing forcefully into Rahu's shield. Oh no! What did she do? What did she trade? Oh my god, this one is everywhere, mate. I think I need to bring more breaker.
I don't have...
I can eradicate any threats.
I think I better to
if
bring
that's what it takes to guarantee
bring
your
more
safety.
breaker this time. Maybe sharpen? Actually, Langley is fine.
Execution time.
I should have replaced Zoya. Oh no! What did Coco do? How did she gain her power?
Bloom here, till the day you wither. Bloom here, till the day you wither.
What the hell?
Good show's about to start.
Oh, does it count like he's on the other grade? God damn it.
Good show's
There you
about
go.
to start.
Give it to
Bloom
Darren.
here, till the day you wither.
Good show's about to start.
You died very quickly though.
I remember Segal, the Undergrounder. She was the only one who managed to consistently evade Hush during the whole chase. According to the reports, she's either mastered some kind of spatial powers, or she's tapped into the underground mania magic. That's your reward for taking on this mission, right? Once the mission's complete, she'll show you how to perfectly conceal the garden.
Feel free to guess. But even if you guessed it, you're incapable of deciphering the arcane arts of the underground. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been groping in the dark for years, failing to even locate the entrance. Losers.
You're right. Paradisos doesn't have the same mastery over mania as the underground, making it impossible for them to locate the garden. Besides, your blooms have all become experts at concealment. Within the finite life you have, you've gone to great lengths to pave their path. Mentor, you possess a finesse and a softer side that's even greater than you realize. Truly commendable.
You make me sick. I only act in my own interest. I accepted this garden because they're good at serving me. It pleases me.
You're right. They do love you very much. Even more profoundly than you realize.
Hearing those words, Kokwalik gets goosebumps all over. In an instant, her crystalline weapon, forged from the essence of countless fallen foes, is shattered by a piercing beam of blue light. The attacks come from Scroll, glowing ominously, adjacent to the Sinner Shalom. It unfurls its form and gracefully floats to the battlefield's core. Rahu has retreated, lifting her shield to protect Shalom. Kokwalik recalls the devastating potential of its assault against Mania. During the abduction episode, its unexpected celestial downpour obliterated an entire truck filled with underground Mania bombs. For the sinners, this entity is nothing short of Paradiso's man-made god of death. Your foresight was spot on. The underground has indeed nurtured a perilous sinner. It's no wonder that Paradisos has struggled to eradicate her for so long. However, her vitality has been severely drained by mania. Her sluggish movement pose little threat. Eliminate her X. For the sake of your mission, you must remove any chance of underground interference. Shalom looks beyond the god of death, fixing her gaze on the targeted Kokwalik. Unwavering before Scroll, she has already unsheathed a new floral sword. She must have amassed considerable power for this odyssey. You are all underestimating her. She's not indecisive. Her subconscious is actively seeking a way to cheat death. She aspires to meet her end elsewhere. But that won't work, Kokwalik, unless your full power or your blossom will be crushed before it even blooms. Shalom clenched the petal in her hand and started to speak softly.
In Erica Villa, merely mentioning you makes Garofano barge in without a second thought. Out of all the misinformation we provided, she is most intrigued by the technology that enables control over mania to help extend lifespan. Your flowers must be growing increasingly anxious. Did you fill them in on the details of this mission? When was the last time you went back and saw them? It's been long enough that the mere trickle of information I released about you sent eager young fools rushing to investigate.
Are these...
Shalom pulls a few blue crystal flowers from her pocket. Violet, carnation, chrysanthemum, lily. As Kokwalik catches sight of them, her eyes narrow instantly. Shalom smiles, savoring every nuance of Kokwalik's reaction.
You know, they want to protect you just as much.
Oh no, did she kill...
I have my regrets, but you've accumulated too many enemies on this path. Once the order reached me, there was no turning back. You can't shield them alone, not forever. Some things are simply fated.
What will the Garden Master do next? And to what extent can she act?
Good job.
What? No way!
Bloom under my sword today.
God damn it, Shalom. Christina? Is it Christina's side? Inspector Dole stays behind to accompany Christina. He said he will wait for her to recover in the hospital.
It's not a big deal. I'll prove it to you.
In front of Christina's hospital bed, Inspector Dole awkwardly cuts an apple. He's not good at taking care of people. He cuts pieces of different sizes and almost cuts his hand. The girl stares blankly without any reaction. In just a few days she's lost a lot of weight and her once sparkling eyes have dulled.
MBCC has agreed no matter what, they will not detain you until you've recovered from your injuries. In the meantime, the investigation team will prepare explanatory materials for you to prove your stability. Your uncle at FAC is also making connections everywhere. I don't know who exactly gave this order, but it's okay. We all know you're a good kid.
His words are cut off as his work phone vibrates. After Dole picks it up and whispers a few words, he frowns and stands up.
I got work to do, so I'll get going. Eat something. Take care of yourself first.
Inspector.
What's up? Do you need something?
Does justice really exist?
Dole's eyes turn red. He roughly cuts the apple into the plate, sticking a toothpick in it, and places it in Christina's hand. He turns around to leave the ward but stops at the doorway, slamming his fist against the doorframe.
Don't give up, Chris. You've always been advocating justice for others. Now when it's your turn to need it, we'll give it back to you.
He steps out of the ward. The door is immediately locked. Christina is now in a semi-house arrest state. She sits blankly in the ward, staring out the window. The sun sets and night falls. She gets out of bed, pulls out the hidden roll of bandages, ties one end around her waist and the other to head of the bed. She checks the length, then checks the eaves and pipes outside the window where she can land. Oh no, what are you gonna do? She then turns and walks into the bathroom, picks up the fruit knife left by Dole, wipes it with the stashed alcohol and makes a shallow cut behind her ear to remove the tracker. When she comes out, she grabs the top of the infusion stand, breaks it to a convenient length and tucks it into her waist. Before leaving, she noticed the unsightly cut, yellowed apple on the plate. She picks up a piece to eat but then puts it back down.
Does it exist?
She rubs her red eyes and rolls off. Half an hour later, alarms ring throughout the hospital, quickly spreading to half of each side. A rough knock on the door wakes Mireia. She irritably sits up in her wheelchair, opens the door, and is met with a face she never expected to see.
Are you Christina's sister, Mireia? Your sister, as a sinner, has fallen below the safety and obedience thresholds and has been rated as A-class. Immediate detainment is necessary. Move aside. We need to conduct a thorough search.
Expressionless Mireia steps aside and watches as they rummage through her things with a strange device. After a while, she follows them into the room and takes out a large stack of handwritten letters from Christina's drawer.
Don't bother. She and I aren't biological sisters and don't get along. She wouldn't come here. Here. These are a few of the idiots she's helped. If anyone is going to harbor her, It will be one of these people.
The sheriff takes the letter from her hand with a puzzled look, opens a few, and starts to laugh mockingly. He nods at Mireia.
You've done well in exposing the dangerous sinner. You surely are an advocate for justice, citizen. Well done.
Upon hearing the word justice, the already gloomy girl furrows her brow, revealing a disgusted expression.
Go catch her already. Don't let that sinner escape. It's raining her most hated blue rain outside. She wouldn't dare to stay out there. Hurry up.
Christina stands alone among the gravestone, the first place she thought of hiding, but there is no shelter from the rain. The blue rain soaks her completely, the mania reaction burning her body and consciousness. She vaguely hears voices, but she has no strength left to run. She turns her head and sees a figure approaching her, shouting something harshly, but Christina can no longer hear clearly. It isn't until the person rushes up and grabs her hand that she recognizes the unmistakable figure of her sister in a wheelchair.
What the hell are you doing here? Mireia? How did you...
Mireia quickly pulls a black raincoat over Christina's head, shielding her from the blue rain.
They've already found our home. That list won't stall them for long. I don't know if they're coming or if they've tracked me. What are you going to do next? How do you plan to escape from the hunt? Escape? No. There's more to this. I need to investigate. I need to find the truth. What happened?
Without waiting for a response, Mireia makes a disgusted face, shoving something into Christina's arms.
Is it that woman again? I told you she's definitely trouble, but you keep fooling yourself. You've been on the run with her for so long, you should have seen it clearly by now. Is facing the truth that hard for you, detective? Forget it. Given the situation, you must have your own plans. Anyway, I can't stop you. Here's your stuff. You are in the police academy. Cracked cases. All of this wasn't taught to you hand in hand by her. Without her, you're still a detective. Don't act like a waste. Think about how you were when you first came to my house. You've managed to walk out from there. Now pull yourself together.
Holding the stuff Mireia had given her, which included her spare cane, detective tools, and so on, Christina lifts her head and pulls the hood of the raincoat over her head.
Wrong answer. You should still seek the truth, capture the criminal, and prevent her from hurting anyone else. You're a detective, after all.
Oh.
I'm off then. Thank you for coming for me.
Where is that happy-go-lucky energy? In a secret cell in Zone W, the garden assassin Thistle, who was in coma, is awakened by the alarm.
Intrusion warning. Intrusion warning. Zone E2 has been breached. Detainees have escaped. Intrusion warning.
E2. That's not my area. Right. She couldn't possibly still.
As she was thinking, the wall was suddenly smashed open. Thistle's eyes widened. She didn't expect any of her garden partners to act so unruly. The person who stormed in surprised her even more.
Found you.
Huh? You!
Without saying another word, Christina swings her cane to break the restraint on Thistle's limbs. The sophisticated lock was unlocked instantly in the face of the detective violence. Christina grabs Thistle and rushes out.
Let me go! What are you trying to do?
Take me to the garden, now.
Go to hell. How could I do that at...
In the past 5 days, news of Kokolik's impending death has been all over the place. Don't be so scared. It's probably a lie to trick you. Haven't you been fooled like this before? I just saw those hush squads leaving fully armed. If you know the way, hurry up and take shortcuts back. If you don't act now, your home will be gone.
Startled by this, Thistle panicked, grabbed Christina's waist, dodged the sheriff blocking the way, and rushed toward the end of the corridor.
Smash the wall!
The violent detective swings her cane and creates a large hole in the concrete wall. To her surprise, the assassin pulls her and jumps out. This is a height of several stories. Amid the sound of the plummeting wind, the assassin swiftly cuts a shallow wound into her palm. The small injury immediately splits open into a willow leaf-shaped scar, its center glowing like a pupil. The traces of mania rapidly spread along its edges. Suddenly before their fall, a pitch-black circular hole abruptly opens in mid-air. The two dive headfirst into it. Christina finally lets out a cry, only to find that the sound around her have abruptly changed. What is that ability? The hustle and bustle of this city is completely cut off. She finds herself in a dark, dome-like space. It's silent, gloomy, as if cut off from the world.
What kind of power is this? Where am I?
I think I asked the same thing. Thistle doesn't answer her. Instead, she immediately gets up, pulls Christina away, and vigilantly turns back to stare at the solid black circle where they originally were, a flame-like blade forming in her palm. First, a string of bullets is fired upwards from below. After a while, something the size of a head barely reveals half of itself from the black hole. Thistle roars and thrusts the flame blade down, pushing the invader back before it can fully emerge. At the same time, the black circle quickly contracts and completely disappears, as if it had never appeared on this ground. Thistle then falls backward, panting heavily, as if everything has finally come to an end. Christina looks around and spots a secluded building in the distance. There are lights on in the building, yet it's very quiet, an omen she can't quite decipher.
Quick! Return to the garden!
Oh.
This is the last base. Registered members of the garden can open the entrance, but it takes a long time to close once it's open, like what just happened. Thank goodness there are a bunch of idiots. If they had thrown a locator in here, I would have...
Christina silently supports Thistle. The two of them barely make up a whole healthy person. The sinners help each other toward the distant building. The symbol of the Thistle palm when she opened the entrance is familiar. It's the same symbol that was on the Mania bomb in the recent FSC kidnapping incident, the symbol of the underground puppets. Shalom said it was the symbol of the most evil power in this.
Is this the garden's power?
No. The mentor said it's a reward. The reward for the last commission. She's finally going to have a garden that won't be disturbed by anyone.
In other words, a shelter given to them by the underground. Was that spatial technology just now?
Thinking about these things, the two approach the quiet building. As they get closer, an ominous feeling suddenly arises, stopping all their conversation. As they get closer, they are left dumbfounded. Christina reacts in an instant, giving Thistle an anesthetic to stop her from having a breakdown. It's something she stole from the hospital. Christina used it to deal with the guards watching Thistle, and there's still some left. Once you get used to being a detective, you learn quite a few tricks for doing bad things yourself too. Christina moved the unconscious assassin to the side, She turns to face everything in front of her. Her temples throb uncontrollably.
Come on, Chris. This is the primary crime scene. You have to investigate the truth. You must prove it yourself.
Oh no, it's been destroyed? Oh no, what happened to the garden base? The fifth scene! Oh no, we got a fifth scene! The once warm and elegant garden has now been completely destroyed by violence. The scene is in chaos, with traces of weapons sweeping every corner like a violent storm. The air is filled with the sweet smell of coagulated blood, mixed with the dry scent of withered petals, enveloping her in an ominous atmosphere. Oh, really? This is not the time for this! Aura's red handprint is stamped in the corner of the scroll. The finger trails weakly drag downward, leaving a few dark, tear-like marks on the white paper. In the chaos and the dark red traces below the scroll, Christina finds something potentially useful, a torn piece of paper. Then she steps back, taking in everything before her. No! The handprint on the scroll indicates that the victim was severely injured, so much so that she couldn't even stand and needed to lean against the wall. As an assassin, she exposed her back to the enemy. She must have given up, and the enemy... No, this isn't right. A person who gave up wouldn't struggle to get here. She was trying to grab the weapon under the scroll. But... So can I open? The elegant screen has been completely torn apart by bullets. The delicate silk surface stained with blood splatters from bullet wounds. Not far away, the gauze curtain and walls still bear the remnants of dark bullet holes and dried blood. Oh. There were many guns surrounding her from all directions, and in an instant carry out an execution. Christina covered her mouth and nose with her hand, not letting her state interfere with the investigation. She couldn't put up a fight. Under countless bullets, the victim was already flying backwards the moment she was hit. Christina lowers her head, inspecting the traces on the ground. Amidst the abundant flower petals on the ground, Christina finds a torn piece of paper. What's this paper for? Anything else? The victim weapon have been stuck on the table like a trophy. Beneath them lies another torn scrap of paper. Chris tried to piece it together with the first fragment she's collected and fits it perfectly. The torn piece of paper come together. On it is a handwriting Christina is all too familiar with. When she saw the first piece, she had guessed, but after really piecing them together, oh shit, God, I got goosebumps, holy crap. Delicate flowers, fragile and easy to break, are perfect adornment for our banquet.
Welcome.
No. There's no blue rain inside the room, but she can't think straight under the effect of mania. Christina wants to continue investigating, but she stumbles and falls to the ground right next to the dried blood stains, which further intensify her stress response. Eliminate all impossibilities. Oh, sorry.
And whatever remains, however impossible, must be the truth. A detective can't refuse the truth.
She gasps for breath, struggling to open her eyes, looking at the scattered petals before her. She keeps trembling, her vision blurs and sharpens. However, the scattered petals become clearer and clearer before her eyes. These are petals that were devastated along with all the lives of the garden sinners when the incident happened, trampled in this room along with their splattered blood. Christina looks at the petals, her eyes widening more and more until finally she grabs them fiercely in her hand.
But not all have been eliminated.
She gets up, unfolding the crumpled petal in her palm. The petal is full of wrinkles but very clean. It fell on top of a large dried blood stain, yet it doesn't have any trace of it.
The truth lies in the details.
She lifts her head to look around at the conspicuous mess, the massive blood stains, and the reckless sign of destruction, as if they are highlighting something, but also hiding something. Christina stands up.
And I haven't understood everything.
Yes, not yet, still 3 more. A broken vase lying on the ground that seems to have rolled off the table during fight. The vase filled with fresh flower is shattered on the ground, broken into countless fragments. Christina carefully picks up the pieces one by one and examines both sides of the fragment. The flower vase is thoroughly shattered. Judging from the falling position, it rolled off the nearby table. There's not much blood on the fragments, and most of it is concentrated on the front side of the fragment. What else? What else do I miss? Christina looks at the bloodstain on the tatami mat, contemplating with the clean petals in her hand. The petals on the tatami mat are almost half dry. They weren't blown here after the fight but fell from the vase on the table. These petals possibly hide a truth, but she needs more clue for comparison. An incense burner casually discarded on the ground. Ash and extinguished incense are scattered nearby. If the mentor sees this, she will certainly believe a massacre has occurred at this scene. But is this really the case? Christina observed the incense burner casually thrown out on the tatami mat, the extinguished incense and ash scattered on the tatami. Judging from the remaining length of the incense, it seems to have been extinguished shortly after being lit. The people of the garden lit the incense, and the next moment the fire broke out and the incense burner fell to the ground. The fire and the falling of the incense burner happened at the same moment, but there's no blood on the incense burner. One more. Wait. Okay, let's... Christina looked at the bloodstain on the tatami mat, contemplating with the clean petal in her hand. This pet... Okay, I still need more clue. I think I need one more. Can I do it? Oh, god damn it. There's something there. The petals in the courtyard are blown into the hall by the wind, piling up layer upon layer. Christina picked up a petal and compares it to the one she held in her hand. The petals on the tatami mat are drier. They do seem to come from the vase on the table. It's normal for the petals in the courtyard to have no blood stains as they were blown into the room by the wind after the massacre. But why are the petals that fell from the vase also clean? They should have scattered at the scene during the fight or shortly after the fight ended. So we got everything then. After checking all the traces and leaving the crime scene, Christina feels tired, but her mind is no longer in a muddle. All the inconsistent details, contradictory discrepancy, and absurd yet unignorable possibilities all eventually point to one person. Why there's no voice? You seem a bit confused. Do you want to initiate a scan? The scan is complete and Paradisus has also made an overall assessment of your plan. Although the measures you plan to take are strange, they are indeed reasonable and meet the task requirement. Whether Coquelic stepped into your trap or not, her life is already at its end. The garden no longer poses any threat, and you've found the best way to evade the underground surveillance and retrieve Shepard 13. Your plan is reliable. Really, you seem a bit different from usual. I thought I might have made a mistake and was about to be inspected. At first our risk assessment of you was very high. We thought you would trigger an alarm quickly and then be immediately destroyed, but that didn't happen. We've always been by your side, and it's very clear the plans you've given within the limited time have always been reliable. Paradisos trusts you, the underground is wary of you, and those dissenters are under your control. You are the most perfect and most suited Hush. 9 years is too short a time. We regret having to decommission and destroy you like this. It's going to be hard to find a suitable candidate like you in the future. If only we still have the cloning technology. Paradisos could have cloned countless versions of you and maintain the efficient operation of us. Wait! So, what? Does it mean Chief also a clone? Shalom laughed. Bodies can be cloned, but minds and experience can't. You are affected by emotion too, aren't you? And besides, the work isn't finished yet. Don't be in a hurry to say goodbye to me. Wait. If that's the case, if Shalom is someone that can be cloned, so chances are the one on the channel before her is technically still Shalom, because it's probably just her previous clone then. There's one last step. She fiddled with the secret letters in her hand. It's a collection of secret letters sent to her daily by underground spies. Keep the Hush alive, and she will come back and deal with the garden. This is the strategy thought out by the underground. They baited Hush eggs with the garden, and let her force the mentor into a dead end. Hush naturally seized this opportunity to look for the shepherd that Paradisos need. The mentor would be a significant threat now. Now at last, everything is settled. The primary plan and the backup plan are all in place. The final touch within X-Storm is finally arranged properly. It's tough for someone caught in the middle to find peace. Coquelic, I know you've tried your best. As years and years, fast and wide, over dried up wells, I alone strive. Come, reap your real target, not the decaying Charity Foundation, not the FAC Commander-in-Chief. Come find me, mentor. You won't disappoint me.
The surgery was
Oh
successful.
my god, this is such a lore dump. I wonder why it doesn't have voice though. Huh? There is another part. There is part 4. Yo, this is probably gonna be the longest event, mate. Oh, and I love it. Okay, so with that, forget what I said in the beginning. It's gonna be a delay on the interrogation because goddamn, we have one more episode. Oh, this event has been a blast so far. I'm loving it. I'm still on the Coco side. I want to know the truth. I want to know everything, like right now. Let me in right now. Eyes no, don't you dare. This is amazing storytelling. I love it. I love it so much. I can't even describe it how much I love this right now. Okay, before that, I'm just curious why it doesn't have the voice acting on the last one.
I hope we're both free from work today.
I think I'm pretty sure I download everything. Where is it? Is it here? Okay. Oh, not this one. Where is it? Language, right? Yeah, I already download everything, but how come it doesn't have? I gotta check. Well, let's do the the case thingy and see my understanding. Okay, the garden staged this scene. Oh, which one is this? The underground cleared out everyone in the garden. Shalom cleared out everyone in the garden. I think it's Shalom, right? Easy one. Kokwalik was very irritated at the scene. The damage at the scene was caused by Kokwalik. Kokwalik ignored Shalom note. Okay, this one that I don't not sure. Which one is it? The damage at the scene was caused by Kokwalik. I don't think so. Kokwalik was very irritated at the scene. As far as I understand, Kokwalik doesn't even know the garden was attacked. So maybe Kokwalik ignored Shalom's note? Let's go with this one. Goddamn, this one? Oh. And I don't have anything in here. Does it mean I missed something in here? God damn it, mate. Oh god. But you know what? I'm glad. As somehow I'm glad there's one more episode in this one. It has been a blast. Let's read this one. Meeting minutes. The re-evaluation meeting of Operation Blockade proposal was held as scheduled. The Commander-in-Chief was absent due to severe injury, and a proxy attended the meeting instead. The operation was unanimously approved. Major operation step. Operation Blockade officially begins today. All FAC departments are to stand by for the operation. In response to the previous attack and obstruction, a joint investigation team has been launched, and Paradeiso's Observe X intelligence support has been requested. This measure will hopefully eradicate the enemy forces lurking within the city and the FSC. The decoy information proved effective. The suspicious individual has been identified, requesting HQ approval for an arrest permit. The infiltrator has been successfully captured and data breach risks from within the FSC have been eliminated. The infiltrator external contact has been identified as a senior executive of the underground. The contact has fled and a pursuit is underway. Phase 1 blueprint of blockade operation has been submitted for execution. Confidential top secret. There have been several corruptor attacks along the front line, resulting in a slight increase in our casualty rate. The blockade defense line is steadily advancing. The location of a few construction points have been exposed. The risk is still manageable at the moment. Construction points acting as decoys have successfully repelled invading Rustfire remnants. Construction of small base station are wrapping up. Construction of large base station are steadily overcoming obstacles. I don't get anything from the thing I just read. Well, but that's been alright. That has been alright. So how many episodes in here? No wonder they like this too. Oh my god, I'm still trying to digest all of that, like for real. It was really a blast. Every single like mystery start to be revealed one by one, and I honestly it can be foreshadowing. This is actually like kind of like very main story material. It's very big, like unlike any other event where probably just like a standalone story that probably just have really a little effect to the main story. This one is actually really big. I don't know if there's gonna be a continued main story, this part is probably gonna be crucial, and I'm surprised they put it on the event. This is like seriously a main story material, like holy crap. And it's been long since the last time Chief in a coma. and even in the China version, there's not even the main story continuation yet. So how long are you going to keep Chief in coma after you reveal such a big Lord Dumb on the anniversary event? We just need Chief back, and I'm curious. I'm curious, like how this gonna go. How is the interrogation gonna? What interrogation gonna be covering? But yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to digest and not have so many things to talk. I'm probably gonna like read it again when I have the time. But that's, yeah. So that's episode 3, not the actual last episode for this event. So we're gonna have one more episode, and I'm gonna delay starting the investigation video until I finish the event because, well, I don't want to ruin my own experience, to be honest. Because I don't want to like read the investigation and there is like spoiler of what's going on in the last episode. So no. So I'm gonna delay the interrogation. And I think you should too. I think you should wait until chapter this last episode to be released, and then you enjoy the story, then you read the interrogation. Right, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. I don't know. Let me know maybe about what you think about all of those Lord Dumb in this episode. Like I don't know, so many things, like clone technology, underground have his own shepherd, and then Chief being in the coma is part of the plan. I don't know. It seems that right now the direction is trying to. It seems that Paradisos is probably the main villain, to the point that I feel like I honestly I feel a little bit bad with the underground a little bit right now. But certainly I'm still on the Coco side. I don't want anything to happen to her, like for real. Well, yeah. So I'll see you on the next episode, right? Bye.